Hey, Dr. J is back, and I'm going to talk to you about the third pillar in the science of reading, or evidence-based reading. We talked about phonological awareness, we talked about phonics, and today we're going to talk about vocabulary and background knowledge. Simple. Vocabulary is just the words children understand and use. The more words they know, the easier it is for them to understand what they read and what they hear. It's important because the more words they understand, reading becomes easier. They understand stories better. They can talk about their ideas clearly, and they eventually become stronger writers. So how do we build vocabulary? It's certainly not using flashcards. We build it by just talking to our children every single day. While you're cooking, talk about what you're doing. Use vocabulary words that they may not understand. While you're driving, walking, shopping, talk about what you see, what you hear, what you're experiencing. Do all of those things and use juicy, rich vocabulary words in the process. And then while you're reading, pick out some words, define them using simple terms, and also put some type of action to that word. For example, the green frog loves to leap, right? Jump up when you say the word leap. This helps children make a connection between the word leap and your actions, and it helps making them remember what the word and the definition. It makes that easier. So the goal for vocabulary, building vocabulary, is to talk, describe, explain, and read. Reason why we want you to read is because when we talk, we use the same vocabulary typically when we're talking. So we bring in books to expand our vocabulary. So reading is still very, very important for our children's development. Now let's go to background knowledge. What is that? It's everything that a child already knows about the world, even though they're only like 6, 7, 8 years old. It helps them make sense of what they're reading, what they're hearing, right? Background knowledge is a major predictor of reading comprehension. Children understand stories better when they already know something about the topic, just like adults, right? For example, a child who knows about animals or have a background about animals, they're able to understand the story about animals a little bit better, right? So what can we do to build background knowledge? Adults build background knowledge anytime they help children learn about the world. So for example, at home, you might talk about what happens to water when it boils, right? Using juicy vocabulary words. Or now that the weather is so cold, what happened to the leaves? That gives you an opportunity to talk about the seasons and what happens during the seasons. Hands-on experiences are still the best. Take walks. Talk about what you see, what you hear, what you're experiencing. Cooking, gardening, playing, vacationing, camping, sports, visiting a library or a museum, exploring new places together. Just doing things together builds background knowledge. Every experience helps children understand future stories and lessons. And notice I didn't say anything about screen time. So let's recap. Vocabulary, the words children know. And they learn new words when adults talk to them, explain things to them, and read books together. And then background knowledge is what children already know about the world, right? And they build background knowledge best through experiences and conversations and play and interactions. So what I want you to do, I want you to talk more. I want you to read often and explore the world together, because all of those things will help make a better reader. So until next time, keep reading.